Test, test.
Oh, was that page there?
I got it.
Awesome. Okay.
And then hit set.
Thank you. Okay. Carol, I'm so sorry. Do we have a guitar plug-in that you know of? Oh, it's in. It looks like it's in there actually. I think. Yeah, it's there. Okay. I gotta go find my husband.
We have a microphone for Daniel. We have a microphone for Ron.
Okay.
He's singing.
I just want to announce, make sure nobody's parked before you guys start in front of Sentinella.
Can you do that?
Unless you want Ira to do it.
Do you want Ira to do that?
You know, Iron asked me about it before. Let me go find Ron. Hey, Barry. Hey, Kimmy. Mwah. Hey, Susan. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Roz. Thank you. Hey. Hey. I know. I know. I'm going to do a kissing run. I've got to run and get Ron, actually.
Hi, Rabbi.
Hey, Katie. So good to see you.
Where should I be standing? Oh, right here. Oh, okay.
And then when Ron comes up, this one will be for him.
Okay.
It's good to see you. Oh, I'm so glad that you're here.
Russell's out of town, so that's why he's not. But
Thank you.
We
Okay.
have two little monkeys that want to give you a quick hug.
Can I get a hug?
We can do a group family hug.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi. Thank you.
so proud to be here with you.
Hi, Barry. Thank you. It really is. Thank you. Let me just make sure I'm in tune. Good. Yeah.
Test.
Hold on. Hey, you.
Standing here.
Thanks for being here.
Who's in here? I can't wait to see.
Rabbi asked me to do announcements real quick. Should I do them now or should I wait?
Thank you all for doing this. We appreciate it. I get it. I get it.
Testing.
Hi. Oh, thank you. Okay. Right. Right. Thank you. That's perfect. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I think we're ready. People who come, You know. Okay. Hey, Camille. How are you, dear? Thank you. Thank you for being here. I got a family hug, but not from you. Thank you. Thank you. Are there a lot of religious school age kids here that you see? All right, so they'll come up for the AO. Ron's going to lead Eli Eli. Are we ready to begin?
Test. Just announcements about parking.
Good morning, everyone. Please take your seats. We will begin momentarily. I just want to mention to everyone to please take a moment to silence your cell phones. Also, if you have an empty seat next to you, please raise your hand. Excellent. So anybody that needs a seat, please fill in. We still have plenty of seats. Okay. And if that's okay. And lastly, if anybody is parked at Centinela next door in the front, they will tow. So please move your car. And thank you so much.
Wow. Thanks, Ara. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Zeh hayom asa Adonai nagila v'nismecha bo. This is a day that God has created, and we are going to rejoice. We are so honored that you're here as Ron and I celebrate our brand new babies, Maya and Eli. And I'm going to start, wow. It's not only looking into their eyes that makes me emotional, but it's looking at our holy congregation. A little more than 13 years ago, Ron and I arrived to be the rabbi and rebbitzin of Temple Akiba. And from day one, you embraced us. And that's awesome. And we've gone on a long journey together, and we have a long journey yet to go. And as you can see, yeah, you guys are shaking your heads. As you can see from how filled with love this space is, where did Randy go? Randy, where are you? I hear your voice. We need plans to expand our preschool because we've now increased it by 2 more kids. So we need to start getting ready. Friends, this morning is a morning of celebration. We have some worship, we have some family camaraderie, and we have just being together. And I promise you, that as we join in song and in prayer, God will be here with us. God is already here with us. And so we sing and we celebrate together. We have a service booklet with these 2 beautiful babies on the front. Kendra, do you want to share something about the music that we do?
Sure. So we have some opening songs. Some are specifically for the kids that are here, especially for Eli and Maya. And some are prayers to wake us up and get our bodies moving. And we're also going to do a brief service and then our incredible baby naming. So as always, our policy at Temple Akiba is we don't sing for you, we sing with you. So like every other service that we've ever done, we want to hear your beautiful voices. Please join us. The words should be found in your booklets that everyone received on your way in. We're going to begin with Shabbat Shalom Bim Bam.
1, 2,
Here we
here we
go.
go.
Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam, cheery beery beery bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam.
Let's hear it, everyone.
Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Little softer now. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Now let's hear you again. Shabbat shalom, hey, shalom. Hey, Shabbat, 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 shalom.
Whenever we wake up, one of the first things we do is we say thank you for this new day. When Ron and I look down at little Eli and Maya, and they open their eyes in the morning and stretch out, my gosh, what a reminder that is. So Maya, as a girl, she would say, and she says it in perfect Hebrew, Moda ani lefanecha. And Eli, as a boy, says, Modeh ani lefanecha. This thanks God for a new day. Modeh ani lefanecha.
Melech HaMekayah. So when we talked about doing a Hine Matov, how good it is to be together this day, we said we really need a celebratory Hine Matov. So we're going to do what's considered sort of our fast Hine Matov so that we can clap and enjoy and all sing together. Hine Matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov, Hine Matov. Ya la 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 la. Hine Matov, Hine Matov. Ya la 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 la. Hine Matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov, Hine Matov. Ya la 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 la. Hine Matov, Hine Matov. Ya la 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 la. Hine Matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manayim, shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov, Hine Matov. Ya la 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 la. Hine Matov, Hine Matov. Ya la 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 la. We're going to transition to the next portion of our service. So if you open up your pamphlets, at the top of the page we have blessings for the miracles of each day. So we're going to be singing the first part in Hebrew and then the second part in English. Please join with me. If you don't know it at first, you're going to pick it up. And at the end of each verse, we're going to all sing together, Amen. So this is what it sounds like. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who opens the eyes of the blind. We all go together, Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who frees the captive. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who lifts up the fallen. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who strengthens our steps. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who gives strength to the weary. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who made me in the image of God. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, who has made me free. Amen.
The very first prayer that we are supposed to teach our children is the Shema Yisrael. And there's a beautiful midrash about this. We think about this in translation as, Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God, the Lord is one. But the name Israel, for Milliam Rabbi points, who was Israel originally? Jacob. Carol, you got it. All right. So Israel is also the name of Jacob. And there's a midrash that teaches that when Jacob was on his deathbed, he was really worried that Judaism wasn't going to continue. And his children, he had 12 sons, they said to him, Shema Yisrael, listen, Dad. There's one God, and we're going to continue to be Jewish. And his last words before he died, he said in a very soft voice, Jacob said, Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. Blessed be God's name forever and ever. He was so glad that a new generation had arisen to carry on the tradition. In our congregation, as in most congregations, when we say Shema, we say it loudly, like we're saying it to the ancestors. But the Baruch Shem, we do it quietly as though it's a silent prayer because we're so overjoyed that a new generation is here. We're going to invite the congregation to rise as we engage in the Shema. The next prayer, the V'ahavta, is not in your pamphlets, but we need your hands ready to clap with lots of energy.
Here we go.
We're doing the long or the short version?
Whatever you'd like.
All right.
Yai, lai, lai, yai, lai, 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 yai, lai, 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 we need help with that. All right, so when we sing, ya-la-la, everyone goes, hey! And because we don't want to scare them, we're not going to do it too loud, but let's give it a hearty, ruachi, yay!
So
All right, let's try that
here-
again.
Here we go.
Ya-la-la, hey!
All right.
Good.
Friends, Shabbat has entered our hearts and our souls. We feel so much light and goodness here. We're going to take a moment now to just close our eyes, to center ourselves, to find that voice of peace as we pray silently. Ron, will you join us up here?
We want to share a song of peace with you. It's also a little bit of a lullaby, and it's Eli, Eli, and we chose this because it is the name of one of our two wonderful and magnificent children. This was actually written by a poet, Hannah Senesh, and she was born in 1921 in Hungary, the same year that my father was born, and she escaped Hungary and emigrated to Israel in 1939. But while she could have stayed there, she actually trained to become a paratrooper and joined the British Army, and then parachuted into Europe and tried to save as many Jews as she can. And she ended up being caught in 1944, unfortunately, and executed. But her poem lives on, and it's really beautiful.
Thank you so much, Ron. We'd now like to invite all of the youth in our Temple Akiba programs to come forward to help us with another song of peace. Come, we want you guys to stand up in the front of the sanctuary, facing everyone in the congregation. So if you're in the ECC, if you're in the school, if you're in the camp, if you're in high school, even if you're kind of an adult but grew up knowing this, come on forward, folks. We need
Come
your
on
help.
over, everyone. Ryan, that includes you. Harper, Lily. Come on, everyone. Sarah, Jocelyn.
Yeah, of course. We got our schools here. So we want you guys to all stand sort of in an arc in front. lead us in some hand movements, we really would like to see everyone following and honoring this tradition together. Beautiful. Thank you so much, everyone. We really appreciate your help up here.
All right. Now is the moment that we get to officially name these two beautiful babies. So we're going to ask Ron to come on up, and of course, your beautiful children. So Rabbi, go and grab one of them. Yay! Look at that baby. Oh.
Oh, she's sleeping. Oh, she's waking. There she is.
She's up.
Hi there. Hi, little girl. Hi, little girl. All right, I'm going to do the daddy thing here. There we
Yes.
go. Okay.
So I have been waiting for this moment for years.
I tried to get pregnant for a long time.
It took a while, right? I've had the honor of being with the two of you for your marriage, helping to officiate. You've been with me, helping to officiate my marriage. You've helped to officiate both of my daughter's baby namings.
People originally wanted us to get married,
That
right?
is true.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. But I have a wonderful husband right there, Michael. So, what an honor, a privilege, a pleasure it is for me to, after all of these years, be here to help officiate this incredible moment. We are doing this as a way to acknowledge that these Jewish children are entering into the covenant of Abraham and Sarah. And we establish a brit, a covenant between them and their parents, their family and their friends, and the entire Jewish community and God.
No, hold on. Rearrange.
Oh, she's caught.
There we go. Whoop. There we go. Okay, continue, Kenna.
Bruchim habaim b'shem Adonai. Blessed are they who comes here in God's name. And now we are going to offer special blessings to enter each child into the covenant. And I'll begin by blessing Maya.
Let's switch places. This is Maya. Okay.
That's mine. Vayakum edut beYaakov, v'Torah sam beYisrael, asher tziva et avotenu, lehodiam livnehem, lema'an yed'u dor acharon banim yivaledu. God, you have given a teaching to Israel, instructing our ancestors to teach it to their children, that the generations to come might know it. Oh, baby. God remembers the covenant forever, the word commanded to 1,000 generations. God made this covenant with Abraham and Sarah, renewed the bond with Isaac and Rebekah, and established it as a statute with Jacob and Leah and Rachel, an everlasting covenant with Israel. Baruch atah Adonai koret habrit. We praise you, O God, who establishes the covenant. And we have a few readings for Daddy and Abba. So Daddy, you're going to start over here in the Hebrew.
Hebrew.
Yes, and transliteration just in case.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lihichtnasa b'brit am Yisrael.
Wait, Abba's turn.
Okay.
We praise you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who hallows us with commandments and commands us to bring our children to the covenant of our people Israel.
Amen. So now we have the same blessing for Eli. So, and Eli's right here. I do know that now. Vayakum edut beYaakov, v'Torah sham beYisrael, asher tziva et avotenu, lehodiam livnehem, lema'an yedu dor acharon banim yivaledu. God, you have given a teaching to Israel, instructing our ancestors to teach it to their children, and that the generations that might come to know it. God remembers the covenant forever. The word commanded to 1,000 generations. God made this covenant with Abraham and Sarah, renewed the bond with Isaac and Rebekah, and established it as a statute with Jacob and Leah and Rachel, an everlasting covenant with Israel. Baruch atah Adonai koret habrit. We praise you, O God, who establishes the covenant. And now, Abba, you get the Hebrew.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו להכניסו והכניסנה בבריתו של עם ישראל.
And Daddy?
We praise you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who hallows us with commandments and commands us to bring our children into the covenant of our people, Israel.
And we have 3 cups of wine, right? How are we going to do
doing
this?
two cups of wine,
Okay, here we go. So one for each child.
These were gifted by Rabbi Morley Feinstein and Margaret, who have twins of their own, and this is one of the first gifts that we got for them.
Oh, that's so beautiful. We're now going to be giving Eli and Maya their official Hebrew names, and we begin with a blessing over the wine. And since wine is a symbol of joy, we celebrate this moment of great joy with this blessing. So please join us. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. And they each get a little sip of wine.
We're going to have to start adding this to the milk,
I
Ella.
think so.
All right.
I think she liked it. So we're going to begin with Eli's name. Eloheinu velohei avotenu v'imotenu, kayem et hayeled hazeh la'aviv ul'aviv, v'yikare shemo b'Yisrael, Eli Noach ben Ron Shalom v'Zechariah. Yismach ha'av b'yotzei chalatzav, ותגל עמו בפרי בטנה. זה הקטון גדול יהיה, כשם שנכנס לברית, כן ייכנס לתורה ולחופה ולמעשים טובים. Our God, God of our mothers and our fathers, sustain this child through his parents' loving care, and let him be known among our people Israel by the name Eli Noach, or Eli Noah, ben Ron Shalom v'Zechariah. May his name be a source of joy to him and inspire him to serve our people and all humankind. May his parents rejoice in his growth of body and soul as they have brought him into the covenant. So may they, with wisdom and patience, lead him to the study of Torah, to a life of good deeds, and to a marriage worthy of God's blessing. And together we say, Amen. And now Maya. Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, kayim et hayelda hazot le'aviha ul'aviha, v'yikare shema be'Yisrael, Maya Ruth bat Ron Shalom v'Zachariah. Yismach ha'av beyotzet chalatzav v'tagel ima bifri vitna. Zot hakatana gedola tihiyeh, keshem shenichnasa labrit. Ken tikanes laTorah u'lechupa u'ma'asim tovim. Our God, God of our mothers and our fathers, sustain this child through her parents' loving care. Let her be known among our people Israel by the name Maya Ruth bat Ron Shalom v'Zachariah, or Maya Ruth. May her name be a source of joy to her and inspire her to serve our people and all humankind. May her parents rejoice in her growth of body and soul as they have brought her into the covenant. So may they, with wisdom and patience, lead her to the study of Torah, to a life of good deeds, and to a marriage worthy of God's blessing. And we say once again together, Amen. And now we would love to hear the significance of both of their names. Please share.
Well, why don't you go ahead?
Well, there is so much to a name, and we had a whole bunch of criteria for the names that we wanted to give them. We wanted to honor the past. We wanted to look to the future. We wanted to give them short first names because with a hyphenated Shapiro Galperin, you only want to have so many syllables. But let's start first with Eli. And his name in Hebrew is Eli. And often it's spelled Aleph Lamed Yud, but there's an alternative spelling of Ayin Lamed Yud, which also means ascent. And my mother's name was Yael, which is Yud Ayin Lamed. And so he has the exact same letters as her name. And also, it honors my father's. I promised I was going to cry.
It's okay. It's okay. Shall I continue?
It was late.
You got it.
Tissue,
Okay.
I'm going to put that right over there.
And Eli's middle name, Noach, we wanted to capture and honor my father's mother's maiden name, which was Natbani, which is such a rare name. And we wanted to bring it into our household and remember it. And in fact, I'm carrying with me today, in one of my pockets, the pocket watch which belonged to my great-grandpa Natbani. And so, Eli, your name crosses the generations, Noah for Natbani. The other reason we wanted Noah is because there was a children's book about Noah's Ark written about 10 years ago. It was kind of like my first child, so. But Noah, Eli got that as his second name. Maya?
And Maya, besides being such a beautiful, beautiful name, is actually putting together Min, who was Zach's grandmother, and Susan's mother, and Yael as well.
Maya.
Maya. And we're also going to be sharing a song about that. And Ruth was to honor Rutberg, which was the maiden name of
My mom.
of your mom.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Beautiful. Thank you so much
And
for
we wanted
sharing.
names that were the same in Hebrew and in English.
Yes. Beautiful. And I know the two of you wanted to share a special blessing at this time.
Ron and I are so very blessed for this moment in time. As we gaze into the eyes of Maya and Eli, our hearts are truly overflowing with love and an awesome sense of responsibility as we have entered into this most sacred covenant of parenthood. We've been together, Ron and I, for over 22 years now. And we've been thankful for one another, offering blessings on a regular basis. But now that our love has expanded and we embark on this journey, we are going to create and cultivate family over and over.
We stand on the shoulders of those who came before us. Eli and Maya, you came from a long line of trailblazers, rabbis, inventors, musicians, singers, builders, entrepreneurs, teachers, leaders, brave women and men who traveled long distances. They were thinkers and doers who opened doors and paved a path so we might go forward and bring goodness into the world.
They dreamed and they aspired. They broke boundaries and shaped the present and future. So too will you, Maya and Eli.
Oh, the things you will do, things we perhaps can't even imagine. You're being born into a fast-changing world, but the most vital things in life, the most important values, are timeless. They are
Love, sharing, goodness, honesty, wisdom, tzedakah, giving and doing justice. May you be blessed with health, long life, joy, companionship, friendship, love, family, knowledge, adventure, happiness, comfort, prosperity, and peace. May we as your parents, your family, and this entire village, where did I go, Ron? I'm sorry. No, okay, thank you. Be worthy of being your guides and teachers and your role models as we are entrusted with your care.
I'm going to go off script, but this reminds me actually of a birthday card that a good friend of my mother, who was a survivor from Germany, sent to me. And she sent me this card saying, "Happy birthday, may half of your dreams come true." And I called her up and I said, "Elizabeth," she's now no longer with us, but I said, "What kind of card did you send me?" And she says, "Ron, you have many dreams. If they all come true, you will go crazy. If half of them come true, you will be very lucky." We love you, Maya and Eli. We are here for you, rain or shine, and may you know and feel the love that we have for you always. And we offer you all of these blessings for a lifetime of goodness. We also want to offer a special blessing for Vanessa, who is the woman who was our surrogate and carried these children. And she's really an amazing woman, the mother of 3 children herself, and the daughter of 2 preachers. And she just wanted to be able to carry a child or children for a couple that would not otherwise be able to have it. So we say this prayer for her. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, also bless Vanessa, who carried our children in her womb as a surrogate for over 8 months. She was the very first babysitter for Maya and Eli. Mikor HaChaim, O source of life, you have guided and sustained her through her time of pregnancy and our children's birth. May her body renew its cycles of growth and life once more. Grant her strength of body and of spirit. And we say,
Amen.
Amen. Beautiful.
So when Ron and I were married, we had Sheva Brachot, 7 wedding blessings. And we wanted to have 7 blessings from the community for our children as well. And you'll see in the handout that many of you in here have a role in this. And so when your blessing comes up, you'll know who you are by reading what the boldface is. We're going to ask that you stand and offer that blessing as a group, and then you'll sit down again. So for the first blessing, anyone in the Shapiro family. So it's my father, Dennis, Susan, Benjamin, and Rachel.
May you have the wisdom of your great-grandma Anne, the resilience of your great-grandpa Bert, the love of arts of your great-grandma Min, and the joie de vivre of your great-grandpa Phil.
Thank you. Krieger, Galprin, Gentili family.
May you have the musical talents and the bravery of your Grandma Yael, and the love and knowledge of music of your Grandpa Levi.
May you have the smarts and many talents of your Grandma Susan, and the ingenuity of your Grandpa Dennis. All of those who are Jewish professionals in the room, teachers, preachers, cantors, educators, professors, we ask that you stand and offer this next one.
May you have the vision of our great leaders, the wisdom of Solomon, the perseverance of Esther, the heart of Jonathan, and the fortitude of Deborah. Most important, may you have the patience to know what it is like to be a clergy kid. We call that RK for short.
RK. Now, if you are a twin or you are a parent of a twin, we ask that you stand. Wow. To offer this next one. And now we invite all who are able in the congregation to rise for this last blessing.
And may you, Ron, Zach, Maya, and Eli, always know that we are the village that stands with you today and always. May you be blessed with strength and with goodness. May the light of this moment in the time guide us all toward bringing goodness into the world.
Can we sing the Shechianu? Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'gianu lazman hazeh. Amen. Please be seated, everyone. Ron, I think we need to give our kids to someone for a moment, unless you want to hold both of them. All right. So, Mom, can you take Maya? And there we go. Thank you. And there's our Passy. Okay. When Maya and Eli were first born, we began singing a popular Shabbat song to her because it had her name in it, Maya Fe Hayom. Now, Maya Fe Hayom means how beautiful is this day, but it's a play on words because it says Ma Yafeh, but it sounds like Maya Fe. And so we began to sing this as a lullaby, but then we changed the words a little bit. And we created our own new lullaby for both of our children. And we call it Zemer. And in Hebrew, Zemer means song. But if you take it as an acronym, it spells out our names, Zach, Eli, Maya, Ron. So this has become our family acronym, and this is now our blessing and our lullaby. We'll begin by singing Maya Fe Hayom, which many people know. The words are not here. Maya Fe Hayom, Maya
We're going to invite up the members of your families. So all of your family members, please come on up. We're going to give these incredible children and their parents the priestly blessing, a blessing that follows a child from birth all the way through all of their special occasions in life. And what better way to help bless them than through their family and through all of us, our entire congregation.
And we want to make note that the talit that will surround them, my mom needle pointed many years ago, and it's one of the many.
Do you want to say what it means?
What does it mean, Mom? Hold on, I can't read it.
It's what God told Sarah.
Right.
Your descendants shall be as numerous as the stars in the sky.
I'll repeat it. So it's embroidered here that it was how God remembered Sarah, saying, "May your descendants be as numerous as the stars in the sky," and seeing the sand and the sea, and the shore, and seeing that we doubled your grandchildren. I think we're working on that. So
we should take.
Yes, Mom. I'm going to take this from you. Where did Eli go, Rachel? If you can come. What we'll do.
Make sure the two of you are here too. So this comes from Daniel and I, from the entire congregation, and from all of your family and friends. Let's get this off your beautiful face. Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha.
May God's presence shine upon you and be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha ve'asem lecha shalom. Shalom.
May God's presence be with you always, and may you always have shalom, peace.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you all. And I'd like to invite Ira and Carol up to officially welcome us from the Board of Temple Akiba.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
On behalf of our Board of Trustees, Board of Directors, we welcome everyone to Temple Akiba and to our very special service today. And a special welcome to Ron's and Rabbi's family, of course, and to Maya and Eli. This is their very first time at Temple Akiba. Hooray! Rabbi and Ron, can you come over here?
Ron, can you come up also? Okay.
Thank you. Wow, what a beautiful service. Just seeing you both holding Eli and Maya and hearing and seeing the joy and the love on your faces and the faces of your family is so heartwarming. I can feel the hugs coming from the congregation. I hope you can feel them too. Surrounding you, embracing you, all of you, in community and caring and love and shalom. Mazel tov.
Thank you,
I'm so happy, honored, privileged to be able to be here with you and with all the congregation to share this moment in time with all of you. And it is my privilege and honor to present to you the certificate for receiving a name from Temple Akiba. And I just want to read one of them. This is Maya's on the bottom. As she has entered into the Jewish covenant of life, so may she enter into the life of Torah, the blessing of family life, and the practice of goodness. Mazel tov.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you.
Mazel tov.
Any bar and bat mitzvah gifts?
Today is such a happy occasion, and from happy occasions in Judaism, we draw strength from all of those simchas that we fill our life with. And at this time, though, we also have to remember that some people need that strength. They need physical healing, mental healing, or spiritual healing at this time. And so we want to take all of that strength and bring it together and share that strength with those who are in need. So we're going to do a Misha Berach for healing. And when we get to the middle of it, I'll just sort of wave my hand around the room, and feel free to say those names aloud of friends or family that you believe are in need of healing at this time.
Friends, before we come to Kaddish Yatom, the mourner's Kaddish, a word of thanks to my incredible colleagues, Cantor Lonnie and Daniel Friedman, who is a senior student at the HUC, and he'll be ordained this May. I'm so very honored to share this space with you. We're honored that this community has shared your holiness with us. And I'm going to invite Ron back forward because we want to remember publicly those who came before us from our own family, parents and grandparents, as we enter into the moment of Kaddish Yatom, of the Mourner's Kaddish. Ron, do you want to share some names?
Yeah, as I think all of you may know, what we call the Mourner's Kaddish actually doesn't have anything about mourning in it at all. It's really about giving thanks and celebrating, and none of us would be here if it wasn't for those who came before us. And we are very grateful for the lives, particularly of my parents, who I wish could be here today, and our grandparents, and so many other wonderful people who came before us. And so we hope that they are with us in some way today.
We also want to acknowledge today being Pearl Harbor Day, the fact that we can stand here freely because of those very brave men and women who fought to keep this land free. And so as we say Kaddish today, we remember our family and our American family as well. We invite the congregation to please rise. Yitgadal, v'yitkadash, shemei rabbah, v'yamad divrach cherutei, v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon u'v'yomechon, u'v'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, b'galav u'v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevorach le'olam olmei omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach, yitba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shemei tekudashah b'richu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran v'yama v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, u'yaseh shalom. Aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May the one who causes peace to be known in the high heavens help us understand that by reaching out to one another, we create peace on earth as well. For all Israel and for all humanity, we say,
Amen.
Amen. Please be seated, everyone. Ron, I think you switched iPads on me. Hold on. Excuse me. There we go.
You're right.
Before we close, Ron and I wanted to offer some specific thanks to additional people in this room. Thank you so very much to the Board of Temple Akiba for working so hard, not only today, but every day, to make this place so sacred. Thank you to Linda Park and the entire sisterhood, who always go out of their way to really make special space, and special time for us. We want to thank Leora and David, Ron's sister and brother-in-law, my sister and brother-in-law, for all the love and nurturing that you've given us for so many years. We adore you and your family. To my parents, Susan and Dennis, you know, it's been a westward ho movement. My whole family's from Boston, but Rachel came out first, and then I came, then my sister Eliza, and once we had the kids, my parents said, well, we've got to spend more time here. And they've been spending more time here anyway, but now it's even more. So Mom and Dad, thank you for all the blessings and all the love in life. Special additional thanks to Sonia, who has been our housekeeper for 22 years now, almost as long as Ron and I have been together. In fact, we think you are the reason we've stayed together. We want to offer a very special thank you to my sister Rachel and my nephew Benjamin. Rachel and Benjamin opened their home to us 3 months ago when the babies were born, and we're still in her home. I mean, they absorbed 5 human bodies. 4 of us, I'll introduce the 5th one in a moment. But it has been a village, because at Rachel's house, we have love, we have help, we have all these people who are surrounding us with hands, and it makes a huge difference. Benjamin, to you especially, you have shared your goodness and your heart and your soul and your joy. And having Uncle Ron in the house and his room, right? Having Uncle Ron, who is a fluent Hebrew speaker, help you with your Hebrew homework has been pretty good also. So that's been pretty special. We're very lucky. Finally, to Ella, who is sitting next to Ron. Ella, can you stand up for a moment? We want you to be acknowledged, and we want to give you a round of applause. Ella has been our baby nurse and our nanny for the past 3 months, and she literally works around the clock. And people have often asked to me and Ron, how do you, are you getting any sleep? How come you're not exhausted? I talk so beautifully about Ella and how she has truly added her soul to our family. So Ella, thank you so very much for everything that you do, and we want you to grow with our family for the next 50 years, okay? And we didn't tell you we've got 3 more kids on the way, so. And thank you to our entire community for filling this space with so much love and so much goodness. And to Ron, my husband, I love you. Closing song.
Closing song. So Ron said that he absolutely loves this song and would love to have it included in our service. So we're going to end with the singing of Sabbath Prayer from
Ron,
Fiddler on the Roof. Yeah, Ron, come on up and join us. Are the words in here? Yes, great. So please sing with us.
Is that a good key? Is it too low?
It should be fine.
Okay. It's on the hand. I just need the chords over here. All right. Hold on. I need the chords. Thank you. All right.
May the Lord protect and defend.
Please rise, everyone.
May God always shield you from shame. May you come to be in Israel a shining name. May you be like Ruth and like Esther. May you be deserving of praise. Strengthen us, O Lord, and keep us from the stranger's way. May God bless you and grant you long life. May the Lord fulfill our Sabbath prayer for you. May God keep you and see you. May God in God's wisdom always care for you. May the Lord protect and defend you. May God always shield you from shame. Favor us, O Lord, with happiness, so hear our Sabbath prayer. Shabbat shalom,
Shabbat
everyone.
shalom, everyone. And one more thing, as we go out into the social hall, we're going to have a great time over there. Let's do a motzi together. The challah's in the other room. So we're going to do a motzi together here as we parade out into the social hall.
Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices join in happy chorus as our prayer is humbly said. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. B'tei